Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Belmont Park here on Wednesday. It is June the 22nd, 2016. I'm going to look at the early pick four, starting off at race number 2 and ending with race number 5. Before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections. It's a very nice sequence here at this early pick 4, and I like sometimes looking at the late pick 4, usually because I'm home around the time of the pick four, the late pick four. But tomorrow I'll be home all day, so why not look at the early pick four? Starting off at race number 2 here. Race 2 is claiming race, purse $40,000 for 3-year-olds and upwards. Going for a claim price of $20,000. We have a field of 7 horses, a very nice field of 7 horses, traveling 7/8 of a mile or 1,400 meters, 7 furlongs. And I'm going to go 3 deep in this race. I'm going to go 147, 147, starting off with the one horse, who is Beach Hut, 9-5. Kendrick Haramouche on this one for this 5-year-old horse. Last time out, ran a Park, 6.5 furlongs on May the 28th, an optional 40 claimer. Horse finished third by 3 1/4 lengths that day. It was a racetrack that was playing towards speed. Closed a little bit, but just need a little extra ground. I think he should really do good over this Belmont surface. First turn over it. This is a Park shipper, by the way. Start for that again came up Parks on March 21st. 6 furlongs allowance race for 60,000. Horse finished fourth by 6 1/4 lengths behind stall walking dude here, and he had a horrible start. He hit the gate. It was just horrible after that. Closed up a tiny bit, but very little in a field of 4. Then a Parks 5.5 furlongs March 21st, an option 40 claimer. Horse finished second by 2.5 lengths. Second start of the year. He just really needed that start, I think. And then he in the Fireplex Stakes down at Laurel, first start of the year. Horse finished third by 2 1/4 lengths. I think the 7 furlong distance is really good for this horse, so I'm going to put him on my ticket along with the 4 horse. Number 4, Regulus. Hopefully I said that right. I 6-1. Dylan Davis on this one. The 7-year-old gelding. Reported as a gelding on the 4th of June of 2012. Last time out, ran on June the 4th at Belmont. 6 furlongs and a claim race, 20,000 claim price. Horse finished second by 3.5 lengths that day. Was stalking the pace that day, and got taken over by the eventual winner. Was 11-1 that day. Today 6-1. We're gonna get a decent price. I really like this horse's chances and the odds here. I think this horse can really blow out the odds. He's running into the same conditions as today, claiming 20,000. This extra distance should really help this horse also, and he likes Belmont. He's 50% of the starts he's won here. 6-3, 3 wins, 2 second place finishes, $105,000 this horse has made over his career here over this Belmont Oval. He should really do well at the distance. 7-2. His last win over the surface. We have to go back to September the 25th in a claim race here at 7 furlongs for 16,000. Horse won by 4 1/4 lengths. Stock and pace, and really went on to a very nice victory. Dylan Davis rides this one. I think we have a very good horse here at 6-1. So we're going to put the 4 on my ticket along with the 7 horse. Number 7, Day of Fury, 5-2. Luis Saez for Steve Asmussen, this 5-year-old gelding. Last time out, running a mile 16th and claiming 25,000 at Belmont. Horse finished second by 4.5 lengths. Was 3 wide on the turn. I think this horse is a better 7 furlong horse. He's cutting back today, which would be perfect. Start before that was at here at actually across town at Aqueduct, mile 16th on the inner track and claiming 12.5. Horse finished second by length that day. Was the speed early, but just weak and late. Not a lot of horses really do this best speed on the inner track. Well, the inner track is playing more towards speed, but towards the end of the meet, I noticed a lot of horses who were on the lead were getting taken over. That's what I meant to say. And then the start before that was at Santa Anita, mile 16th, claiming 50,000. Horse finished fourth at 35 lengths. Just throw that race off. Stuck in the pace and just really weakened in a field of 5. Toledo Eddie, who won that day, was the winner of his next start out. After that race, this horse got claimed from David Jacobson, but I think this horse should have a good start here. 5-2, not the best of odds, but he has a strong chance here too. So to recap my bets for race number 2, the first leg of the early pick 4 from Belmont Park, I'm gonna go 3 deep. I'm gonna go 147, 147. So now let's get on to race number 3. The third race from Belmont is an allowance optional claimer, purse $85,000 for fillies, mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards, which never won 10,000 3 times, other than a mid-claim starter or state bred, which never won 4 races or which never won 45,000 since December the 1st, 2015, or a claim price of $80,000. We have a field of 5 horses, but I think I could go. There's either a single in this race or a two deep. I couldn't. There's two logical choices in this race, and I had to pick both of them. I went 3-5, traveling 6.5 furlongs. 3-5, like I said. I'm gonna go this race. The 5 horse looks very good at 6-5. I was very close to singling the 5 horse, but that 3 horse made me kept I kept going back to that 3 horse. But so like I said, 3-5. Number three, Mama y Maria. At 5-2, Joel Rosario. Last time out, ran at Belmont, 6.5 furlongs in the Argosy Stakes. Horse finished fourth by 7.25 lengths behind Paula's Silver Lining. Just horse weakened that day. Was stalking the pace early, but just weakened very badly. It ran 145 to the half and 109 flat to 3/4. So kind of expect that. This was the horse's first start since the correction at Aqueduct on the 19th of March. Horse finished fifth by 10 lengths. Set the pace early, but weakened at 15-1 after that. His horse is facing going down in Class 2, a company this horse should really do well at. I think this horse should do well. Here at Belmont, 4-1. This horse won a race back in May of 2015, going in a lounge race at 6.5 on the lead all throughout, won by 4.25 lengths. I'm gonna go with this one here. Gonna put him on my ticket along with the 5 horse Stormy Sky at 6-5. Eric Consell for George Weaver. Last time out, ran at Belmont, 6.5 furlongs in the Argosy. Horse finished third by 4 lengths. Closed up a little bit that day. It should do well with a little extra ground, I think. But 6.5 furlongs, it will be, is okay, but I think this horse will be a better 7.5 furlong kind of horse. And then at Belmont, 6.5 furlongs, optional 62 claimer. Horse won by neck, closed up very well. If something happens where this horse closes, if the 3 horse stays on, if the track's playing more towards speed, I think the 3 horse has it. But if the track's playing closers, I think this 5 horse Stormy Sky should really do well here. So to recap my bets for race number 3 from Belmont, I'm going to go too deep here in this leg of the pick four, the early pick four. We're going to go 3-5 here in race 3. Race 3, 3-5. So now let's get on to race number 4. It's a difficult race here also, along with the 5th race. But race 4 is a starter allowance race, purse $55,000. It's your Phillies Mayor Strields and Upward, which never started at 4. Claim price $50,000 or less, or never won a race other than name claim starter. We have a field. Let's see. We have a field 11 horses. The 5 horse is a main track only, and the 2 horse, 2 and 5 are main track onlys, traveling a mile and the 16th. And it's Tuesday night now, 11 o'clock, and I believe we're going to have some light thunderstorms during the night. So hopefully these races don't get taken off the turf. A mile and the 16th. And, I went 3 deep in this race. I'm going to go 3-4-7. 3-4-7. Starting off with the 3 horse, who is 10 Penny Princess. 8-1 here with Joel Rosario for Bruce Brown. Last time out, ran at Belmont, a mile and 16th on May the 29th, and claiming 50,000 non-race 2 lifetime. Horse finished third by 3/4 of length that day. Was in tight early. Had closed up a little bit. The horse's first start since November the 8th also, so this horse should really improve off of that start. I think you should 8-1. Watch out for this horse's price. And when I saw the odds of this horse, I was saying, no way this horse is going off at 8-1. I think this horse has a strong chance here. Start before that was on November the 8th. Aqueduct 1 mile claiming in a start allowance race 50,000, same conditions as today. Horse finished fourth by 3 3/4 lengths. Was closing up a little bit, but the turf course at Aqueduct tends to be more towards speed horses. So, you didn't get a good closing kick, especially, on this turf course also. It's not playing towards, it's playing more towards speed, I think, the turf courses at Belmont. The inner turf course especially. This race is on the Widener, but the inner turf course plays too. If you're going a mile 16 on the inner turf course, you want a speed horse because, it's a bit of a short stretch, and the speed is always doing well. But I think this horse should really do well here. He finished third going October 15th on the mile 16th on the Widener last season, and he won his maiden race on the inner last season. So I'm going to go with this one here. I'm also going to go with the 4 horse Indy Gaita. Another bomb here at 6-1. Not a big bomb, but slight chance here at 6-1 for Luis Saez at Gulfstream. Last time I ran at Gulfstream Park on the 17th of April, mile 16th, and option 25 claimer. Horse finished second by 3 1/4 lengths with very slow fractions early on. They went 25-3 to the first quarter, 51 to the half. So this horse really couldn't catch up to the winner of Sweet Victory, who was a winner of his next start out. Start before that was 10 days earlier, 7.5 furlongs on April the 7th, and opposite 25 Claimer at Gulfstream. Horse finished second by half length. Was closing up a little bit, but needed the extra ground. I think he should do well on this turf course. 6-1, another horse that has great odds here. Watch out for this horse. He's run 3 times here at Belmont. He's 1 win in 2 seconds. Most recent start over the Elmont surface in Elmont, New York, was in the claim 40,000 in October. This horse finished third by 4 lengths. Got the lead early, but then got taken over. But I think this horse should do well. He won a race July the 5th, claiming 50,000 of last year on this turf course. So I'm going to go with this one. Putting him on my ticket. Also with the 7-horse, Wild Chatter at 3-1 with Junior Alvarado. Linda Rice trains this one. Last time out, ran at Belmont a mile 16th in a starter allowance race 50,000. Same conditions as today. Horse finished second by a head in an all-out duel to the finish. Got headed out by Queen of the Castle. Then start before that came on April the 14th. Aqueduct mile 16th, claiming 40,000. Horse won by half length, was closed up really well and really ran to a very nice victory. Queen of the Castle, who this horse lost the last time out, actually finished third in that start. But I think this horse should have a very good run here. Ran last season at Belmont, going a mile and a quarter. Finished 7th by 8 lengths and got claimed out of the start after that. But I think this horse should do well here with Linda Rice. In a great spot here, 3-1. So to recap my bets for race number 4 from Belmont, I'm gonna go 3-4-7, 3-4-7 in leg 3 of the pick 4. So now let's get on to race number 5, and this race is a very difficult race. I'm 4 deep in race 5. Race 5 is a claim race, purse $25,000 for fillies and mares. 3-year-olds and upwards. Non-winners of 2 races in 2016. Going for a claim price of 12.5 here. We have a field of 9 horses, and if you could afford the all button, I would push it. If not, you either have to find, go deep, all, or single. That's, well, what else would you do? Sometimes I, say some stupid things. Sorry, I'm nervous when I do these videos. I can't help it. I get petrified making these. But, just go deep in this leg, I would say. I went 4 deep. I'm going to go 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 4, Touching My Toes. A horse on my ticket at 7-2. Jose Lascano. Like all horses in for the claim price. Last time out, ran at Belmont 6 furlongs and claiming 2,500. Horse finished 4th by 3/4 of a length that day. Just got out finished. He's stepping down in class today. He's adding no distance. I thought this race was 7 furlongs for a second, but it's not 6 furlongs. Yeah, I think he should be in a great spot with the step down in class. Start before that was at Belmont. On the slop, 6.5 furlongs and claimed 25,000. Horse finished third by 11 lengths. He was passing the tired horses. And then at Aqueduct, 6 furlongs, claimed 25,000. Horse finished third by 6.5 lengths. He was very good that day. He's going for, I believe, the lowest of his career in claiming prices, or at least since August of last year, his lowest claiming price. I think he should do well here. The distance should be right. He's 10-2 at it. The big question is he's 4-0 here at Belmont. He has 3 third-place finishes, but I think he could have a good run here today, so I'm going to put him on my ticket, along with the 5-horse Enduring Touch, 3-1. Last time out, ran at Belmont on the slop, 6.5 furlongs allowance race, 62,000. Horse finished third by 4 lengths that day. It was the favorite, but was weakening that day. Just throw that. It was a good race, but it was on the slop, so I don't think he's going to get a sloppy track today, personally. So you can kind of throw that race out. Then at Aqueduct, 6 furlongs and claimed 25,000. Horse finished 5th by 14 lengths, just tired. How much does it say when the horse went from a claim race to an allowance race and did better? It doesn't say a lot in my eyes, but he's back to the claiming company today. I think he should do very well here. He has some speed if he wants to use it. He won a race. His last victory was at Aqueduct. He won a race on the lead all throughout and kept opening up by 6.5 lengths. So I think this horse should do well here. At 3-1. I'm also going to put the 6-horse on my ticket, Mastic, at 5-1. Victor Carrasco coming in from the Mid-Atlantic region to ride this one. Last time out, ran June the 3rd at Belmont, 6 furlongs and claiming 16,000. Horse finished third by 2.5 lengths that day. Just really was basically third all throughout. Really couldn't close up anything. Then at Aqueduct, 6 furlongs and claimed 10,000. Horse won by 5 lengths. Was the best of the class that day. It was the lowest this horse, I believe, has ever run. And, he just needed to win, and he got the win that day. Very nice victory. And then an Aqueduct on the inner dirt, a mile 16th and claiming 12.5. Horse finished second by 6.25 lengths. It was the 25 cents to the dollar favorite that day, and just really did not do anything that day. Was on the lead earlier, but got taken over. I'm gonna go with this one here, and I'm also gonna put the 7-horse Is she hot? I hope she is hot tomorrow at 10 to 1. Dylan Davis. Last time out, ran at Belmont 6.5 furlongs on May the 29th and claiming 12.5. Same conditions as today. Horse won by 4.5 lengths. Got the lead basically early on in the race and never looked back. Drew clear. Then start 4, that was a mile here at Belmont, May the 20th, and claiming 12.5. Horse finished second by 9.5 lengths. He just was no match to the winner, Lutheran Miss, who ran a hell of a race. You watched the replay, she just ran incredibly well. And then claimed 12.5 at May the 7th here at Belmont on the slot. This horse won by head. A very nice victory. Closed up just in time. Was stuck in pace, but got up there just in time. 10 to 1, like the price here out of English Channel. English Channel, I always think of Turf. He's won the 2007 British Cup Turf at Monmouth, but maybe this horse could do well. He's done some very nice races in the past. So to recap my bets for race number 5 from Belmont Park, final leg of the early pick 4, I'm going to go 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, to recap my pick 4, the early pick 4. If you want to play for 50 cents, it's going to cost you $36. Race 2, I'm going to go 147. Race 2, 147. Race 3, I'm going to go 3-5. Race 3, 3-5. Race 4, I'm going to go 3-4-7. Race 4, I'm going to go 3-4-7. And race 5, I'm going to go 4-5-6-7. Race 5, I'm going to go 4-5-6-7 for 50 cents minimum base wager. It's going to cost you $36. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.